Chances are wineries aren't the first thing that come to mind when thinking about the upper Midwest. I visited 4E Winery near Mapleton, North Dakota, just a few miles west of Fargo, where they're serving up their homegrown wine.
So this whole thing started kind of by accident, as these things often do. My husband Greg was a home winemaker, and we were having one of those conversations. What if we just think about opening a winery?
Much to Lisa Cook's surprise, that conversation made it past the kitchen table and started to unfold right before her eyes. The Cooks opened 4E Winery in 2015, but it hasn't always been smooth sailing.
Our hybrid grapes are a little bit different beast than the grapes that you find in California or in France or any of the other normal wine regions. But we actually started a vineyard in the back of this property first, and so this is how naive we were. We tested the soil, it looked fine. We planted 300 vines back there, and the vineyard failed because the soil has a lot of clay here in the valley.
The Cooks moved their vineyard to higher ground and found success. Growing a non-native crop in the upper Midwest has its challenges, but more grape varieties are being created to withstand the cruel northern plains winters.
Grapes aren't necessarily used to growing in this region, so it can be kind of a challenge, but luckily there have been grape varieties that have been developed, the cold climate grapes, so that they were actually bred to be resistant to the cold and survive most of the time, we like to say, our cold winters. So that's made things a little bit easier, but it's still farming.
Yes, more varieties are on the horizon.
4E Winery grows, makes, and bottles all their wine on site. No small task. But for Lisa, it's worth all the blood, sweat, and tears when she sees the tasting room bustling with customers.
I like to tell my customers that this is truly a labor of love with heavy emphasis on the labor part.
After the wine is poured, the guests enjoy time in the tasting room or sitting outside viewing the winery, looking at the vines that grew the grapes that now fill their glass.
Well, I think wine is more of a whole experience, and when you can taste the wine from the grapes that are grown in the place that you're tasting it, that's the most wonderful thing in the world. For me, I'm very passionate that wine should represent the place.
4E Winery's tasting room is open through October. Thanks for watching AgweekTV on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe. We put out new videos every Saturday.